This is the Athlete of the Week, and it's brought to you by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is a Prairie Center boys hockey player. This is Seth Dieters. We'd like to start out and find out about your family. Who's in your family?
My mom and dad is Jeff and Karen Dieters, and then I have 3 sisters and 4 brothers.
Mm-hmm. And what are their names?
I got Sarah, and then Shane, Caitlin, Calvin, Colby, Shelby, Clay, and then me.
Okay. And what does the family do?
We're dairy farmers.
All right. And how many head are you milking?
Close to 600, I think, or around there. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
But just your family?
Yep.
Or you have others?
Well, we got my older brother Shane runs the herd part mostly, and then Colby helps out a lot, and me and Clay help out around the farm, and then Dad does field work and whatever else, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, as you get into a hockey season, then what are your responsibilities as far as working?
I do calf feeding year round. There's not quite as much time during the hockey season because they're on a schedule of when we feed them, and it starts when I'm at practice usually. Mm-hmm. So I usually come home and help finish up.
But everybody just chips in, right?
Yep.
Here's Dieters with a drive, and he scores a goal for Prairie Center, this time by Dieters, and it's now 3-0, a 3-goal first period for the North Stars. It's tipped, knocked down, and it's cleared back behind the net again by MBA. Another centering pass, and now another goal has been scored. Another goal for Prairie Center. So it's now 5-1, and it looks like it's going to be Dieters with his second. Back to the blue line. Here's a wrist shot that got blocked. Back to Gould, his second try, and it ends up going into the goal. A score for Prairie Center. I believe Dieters got it, and if it's credited to him, that'll be the hat trick.
Let me ask you, what are some of the challenges of being a good hockey player? The different, I suppose you start with skating, right?
Yeah, yep. Skating and puck control, stick work is a big part of it, and knowing your position on the ice and where to be, and where it's a lot of, you don't want to be where the puck is, it's where the puck's going. So it's a lot of knowing how to get to an open spot to catch a pass or get a one-timer or a rebound or something like that. Or
do you find then as you play against different competition that they're just better at it than some of the other teams?
Yeah, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. They got more faster kids or bigger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, your brother is a coach, right?
Yep.
So what's your relationship with him as compared to, say, being a brother or as a coach?
On the ice, he's a coach for sure, but off the ice, we're pretty close. We do a lot of calf feeding and stuff, and we're a pretty close family. So yeah.
Yeah, you always have been.
Yep.
What other activities are you involved in?
I like in the summer I do dirt bike racing every now and then. I haven't done much recently because of knee issues. But otherwise, working and I guess, yeah, pretty much just riding dirt bike and working in the summer and doing.
So with that type of racing, then where do you go? How do you get involved in that?
There's a lot of local tracks. You can go. Little Falls has a local track, and I know Staples has a track. I don't know if they still hold races, but they might have practices and stuff. And there's Kimball, they're around. I built my own track in a pasture that we have back in the backyard there with just a skid loader and dirt and time, yeah.
So is this the type of racing where I see it on TV, you're going over the hills and flying through the air?
Not quite as hardcore as that. That's if you're really good and you get pro and sponsors and stuff like that, then yeah, that's what it's huge jumps. And
so how does that affect your knee then when you ride like that?
It's there's a lot of up and down and a lot of knee bending, and you gotta, going into corners, you gotta hold your, if you get too far down you might bury it, and then you'll land on your leg or something like that, and
Yeah,
just stuff like that.
That's not good.
No.
Okay. Am I right? When I talked to your brother a long time ago, he was playing in a band.
Yep.
Still doing that?
Yep. Colby, one of the coaches there, him and Calvin are in the contention, and then Clay is in the issue.
Oh, okay. And where do they play?
They play anywhere around here. They've the issue's been in the cities at Baldman Brewing. They did a New Year's show there, and they did an opening for the brewery itself. And then Calvin and Colby, they play in North Dakota, Fargo every now and then, and
right?
around here a lot. They play at Diamond Point every now and then.
Is that something you get involved in?
I like to play guitar. Yeah, play guitar, drums. Drums is more my main thing. I haven't done that for a few weeks here, but been pretty busy with hockey and school and stuff. So
Speaking of music, in a hockey locker room, would you say the music is loud?
oh yeah. People
Real
are
loud?
definitely getting amped up for the game. Yeah, it's really loud.
Okay, I know it's extremely loud.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys can take it in the sense that you're not talking or anything. are you?
No, you're yelling usually.
And so, what kind of music are you guys playing?
Rock, a lot of rap. I guess rock and rap is usually the go-to. Yeah.
How is the hockey team doing overall? You've got guys from every school around here.
Yeah.
How's everything going?
Started off a little rough, but we got our feet under us, and we played some pretty good teams our first 5-6 games, and things started to turn around a little bit. We're getting a lot of chemistry going, and
Yes.
everybody's getting comfortable.
You know, as you play with different athletes from the other schools and things like that, it's important to get along, right? And how is that that aspect of it?
Everybody gets along great. Yeah, we're all real good friends.
Okay,
Yeah.
you met some guys that you didn't know before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first came up here, a couple of the Long Prairie people, I guess, a couple new people, but I think we're joined from, I can't remember if it's Bantams or Pewees. I think it's Pewees that were going over to Long Prairie already, and yeah.
Can I ask you this too? This is a hockey question. What's up with hockey hair?
It's I don't know. I guess it's just the trend that was going on. It's, I don't know, just to see who has the nicest looking hair, you know.
Yeah. How did that ever develop? Or
I think it was with the pros. It's been going on for a long time. With back in the day, they all had the mullets and whatever else, and then at the state hockey tournament, there's a former pro player that does a all-state hockey hair thing where he gets he usually looks at every team in Minnesota and sees who, and he does with just the teams competing in the state tournament, and then I think he has like honorable mentions from everybody else in the
so do you get in there?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see. That'd be cool. That's for sure.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
So after this, after high school, then what are your interests? Going to stay on the farm?
Probably work there whenever I can, and I'm thinking I'm going to try and we do a program through our school where 5th hour every day we go to Felling, and they have a classroom there, and the first 2 weeks was pretty much just classroom stuff, but the first 2 quarters you're in a classroom, in a welding classroom and stuff like that, and they teach you everything you need to know, and then the last 2 quarters of school is an internship where you're actually working in the shop at Felling for like the last 5th hour period of your day. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It really gets you a good head start, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they want to hire kids out of the program, I think. So I already talked to one of the guys, and as soon as the hockey season's over here, I'm going to go and get an application and see if I can't get a job there.
Well, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. You know, as you have Coach Weirman now with the team, with the Prairie Center Boys hockey team, what are some of the things that he talks about that he wants to get across to you guys?
Just he wants us to succeed in not only on the ice but in life. You know, have a good understanding of keeping your feet level on the ground and don't do stupid stuff, and you know, and just keep a level head and work hard for what you want. You know.
Do you find that now being a senior that you kind of lead in that way with these other guys?
Yeah, Yeah,
All
it's
right.
yeah.
Well, good. Well, good luck in the future with all of that stuff.
Thank you.
Sound like you're busy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is Seth Dieters. He is the Athlete of the Week and is presented by Diamond Point in Sauk Center.